EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, Week 6, and it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. 2nd and 6. Another run with Mitchell. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Now this defense for the Bengals, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance.
There he goes, right side. Now inside the 25. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Ravens march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Look at this Baltimore defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. They were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Burrow on play action. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I look and repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Forced out to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down.
At the 44-yard line.
After the sack here, 2nd and 11. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Jackson. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. His first catch, good for 14 there, and a first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time. But it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
On second down, here's the option. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. The Ravens had 8-5 to start play. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now Jackson going to shift him around. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Jackson from the shotgun. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Jackson. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
On one, ready? 11.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Here we go.
Ball on the 27. Here's a second down and 4. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2.
They need 2. Here's third down. Play action. It's Burrow. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Here we go.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Burrow throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Here we go.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Burrow. His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the oftentimes knock it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep here for Chase. And that would be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Mike Williams with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and ran. It's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They go play action with Burrow. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now Lamar changing the look. It looks like they'll move things around here. A quick throw, but incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Screenplay setting it up for Mitchell. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's 3rd and 7.
Hey, report. You. Middle. Hey, report.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
11 MT,
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
This time they stay on the ground. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking deep here for Chase. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that slices the lead down to 17-10.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. 1 touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Looking deep here for Chase. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the 2nd level. And now you've got a big place to run the football.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. That one complete once again to Higgins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Second down and 6 now. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On third down, Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
They run over center with Mitchell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles. But I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't he? You've got to try and stay with it. And even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him, it should open up things for you.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Once again, it's Mitchell. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now 2nd and 3. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. He gets it complete to Harris. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Jackson going to change things up a bit. Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. It's brought in by Harris. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Now Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20.
Here we go.
1st down, Bengals.
Here we go. 11.
And now here's a carry heading left. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And he's got it to about the 40.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, yeah, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
11 coming.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still, some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Burrow on play action. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bengals have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jackson. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. Bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
No, we changed it.
On third down, Jackson. Flush to his right. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins, 40 yards. And the Bengals are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Kyle Hamilton picks it. After to the touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing, Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Here's Jackson. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
Is that even a play?
Here now, 3rd down. Now Jackson. Rolling to his right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Here now, 2nd and goal. Jackson. Under pressure, they got him again. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
We gotta make it happen. Hey, come on.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 28.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, with a dime left on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
11.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th